Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now very collectible. It's quite old, but absolutely wonderful item. We are looking at a 2008 release by Shell Motor Oils from their James Bond vehicle promotion that ran for a short time in 2008. Now they produced, 2008 saw the release of the second Bond film that starred Daniel Craig as James Bond, which was The Quantum of Solace. And in conjunction with that film being released, they also released a batch of die-cast models. I think there was 5 different ones in all that were classed as probably some of the most popular vehicles that had appeared in the Bond movies over the course of the years. Now this particular one we're looking at today is from the very first Bond movie, which was a 1962 Dr. No movie, which starred Sean Connery as James Bond. And in that particular movie, the Sunbeam Alpine made its appearance. And this is a model of that particular vehicle that appeared in that movie. Okay, so this is the item in front of us. Now, all of these models came in their own little Perspex display case. And behind them, they all had a kind of like a movie poster of the actual movie. So this particular one, you can see you've got the car in the front there. And it says 007 Sunbeam Alpine 5, and you've got the Shell logo there. And at the back there, you can see it says James Bond 007, Dr. No, Ian Fleming's, and I can't see the rest of it at the moment because the car's in the way. Not a lot on the bottom there. It's just the screw that hold in the car in place, and it just says made in China, and the address of where it's been made. And on the back there, you can see the other vehicles in the same series. So again, you've got the Shell logo, 007 logo there. And you've got the Aston Martin DBS from Quantum of Solace, BMW Z3, Alpine 5, which is this one, Lotus Spirit, and the Aston Martin DB5. And then you've got all the copyright and licensing information at the bottom there. Very, very small writing again. Makes it very, very difficult to read, but there you can see all the copyright information there. Okay, so that is the model itself in the case. There is I don't know what that sticker is. It must have been a price tag or something on there at the time, but it's faded off. Now the tape also that's holding it together has started to come away because it's obviously considerable age now. 2008 to 2024. What are we talking? We're talking, what is that, 16 years ago, so these were released. But anyway, so you can take the tape off, and the case does lift off. Let's just take that off, and there you've got the film poster, and there we can see it says Ian Fleming's Dr. No, starring Sean Connery as James Bond, and Ursula Andress, so who was the Bond girl in the movie. If we can just zoom on that, we might be able to read that. Yeah, so it just says Ian Fleming's Dr. No, starring Sean Connery as James Bond and Ursula Andress. And that, I think that is supposed to be Ursula Andress in the background here, who was that famous scene where she walks in the beach in her bikini. There we go. So that is the card, and that card just slots into the back of the plinth there. It's held in, it just presses in, and that's your display plinth there. You can remove the tape, and there is your car. Now the car does come off. There is a screw on the bottom there. In fact, what I'm going to do, let's unscrew the car, and let's have a good look at the model itself, and then we can put it back on afterwards. There we go. Okay, so I have removed the car from the plinth. Just going to leave that there for the moment, and then we can have a look at the car itself. So it is I think it's a 1/64 scale model. So it measures about 7 centimeters in length, and if we measure across the bottom at the widest point, we're looking at about 2.5 centimeters wide. If you can just see that, 2.5 centimeters. And if we measure height wise from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the screen, we're looking at about 2 centimeters. Okay, so it is die-cast metal on the top body. The bottom is plastic, and the screen is plastic, and obviously the white seats and the steering wheel internal is plastic. It's got 007 on the back number plate, no front number plate. Pretty basic model really. There's no great detailing in it, and on the bottom there it just says 007 Alpine 5, I think that says on there. Yes, it does. And that's about all that's printed on the back there. Actually, there is something printed on the top there. Again, I can't quite see what that is, so let's zoom in. Yeah, still can't quite make out what that is. Maybe it says Dr. No. I don't know what that says. James Bond 007 Alpine 5 at the bottom. Yeah, I just can't work out what that actually is at the top there. No doubt it's something, but there we are. As we can't read it, we're not going to pay much attention to it. Okay, functionality. The only functionality really is the free rolling wheels. But then these models were never designed to be played with. They were designed to be displayed in their cases. One of the most annoying things though is the tape that they use to hold the covers onto the plinth. I mean, they always leave a residue when you put tape on things like that, but you can get it off with a little bit of lighter fluid mixed on a rag, and you can wipe the tape marks. They come off quite easily with lighter fluid, or even electrical spray sometimes takes those off. Okay, so that is the model, the plinth, and the movie poster backdrop. So how well did these models do? Let's just pop that back on there. How well did these models do back in 2008? Well, it's very difficult to say because they were exclusively available only through Shell petrol stations. So I don't know whether you had to spend X amount of money. I can't remember myself. I don't remember seeing them at the petrol stations. But maybe you had to spend a certain amount of money before you could buy these at a discounted rate, or what, I really don't know. Or maybe they were just there for you to buy. I really don't know. If somebody does know, then please message us and let us know. But how well they did, I can't answer that. I really do not know. But I'm guessing when there was quite a lot of them produced. I mean, we've been fortunate where we've somehow managed to find a couple of cases of these models. So we have multiples of all of the 5 in the series, and they are all available on the Midas Touch website, and they're all in mint sealed condition. Obviously they're case fresh. We bought the stock from a closed down shop, and there was a couple of cases of these models in that shop. How they got there, no idea, but they were there. Maybe they bought them from Shell to sell. I do not know. But yeah, fortunately we've now got these few cases, and all the models are available to buy and purchase on the Midas Touch website. But question is, do they come up very often on the platforms? Well, you occasionally see some of these on the platforms, not overly often, and not very many in comparison. You would have thought they would have been done in abundance, or maybe it was only certain Shell garages that had them, or maybe it was only certain countries that did them. I really don't know. I just cannot remember seeing these And I use Shell service stations quite a lot. I cannot remember seeing them back in 2008, but there we are. So no, they don't really come up very often. You do see a few of them on the platforms, as I did when I was looking, but not very often. And a lot of the ones you see on the platform have been opened and displayed in the past. Or now, alternative to that, you can always come to us at Midas Touch, where we have quite a large number of each of these models available, and they're all available on Midas Touch, and they're all in pristine mint condition, that have come straight out of a case. Most of them are still sealed with the shrink wrap around them, and all of those models are available on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage James Bond items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that, as over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you will not want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful miniature James Bond model with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.